Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for May 2022. I'm in a top secret location right now, so like I brought my whole setup, or I should say my smaller setup, and it's not working out so well. So we're just gonna keep it simple. You'd think I would learn from my mistakes, but I don't. So Aries, this whole deck, and by the way, I dropped this whole deck, so I don't read reversals, and so we're just gonna turn these the right side up, and then we're just gonna see what is going on for you in May of 2022. And so let's see here, Aries, what we have for you. You start off with this TikTok card, and you also have this, the Wheel of Fortune. Whenever I get this card and the Wheel of Fortune can represent time, like something that is a limited time only. And I kind of have that flashing in my head right now. I don't think this reading is asking you to rush, but I do feel that it's asking you to look very closely at an opportunity that could be really good for you. You have the King of Pentacles here, and I feel like the King of Pentacles is the opportunity. The weird thing that's popping into my head is I have the word buying time. Like, those are literally the words that are popping into my head. And what I mean by that is I feel that there could be an opportunity for you to get into a job, a position, a career where maybe it's like less time, a little bit more money. So you're kind of like buying time, if that makes sense. It could also be love as well. You could be getting into a situation where the person just doesn't want to waste your time. I feel really good about this for you, Aries, and I feel like it's going to be really nice. You have the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Swords, and the Three of Swords here. And this is some sort of improvement that's coming in for you. I do feel that there could be some sort of sacrifice that needs to be made at this time, mostly because of the Three of Swords showing up here. The Three of Swords is kind of like, sometimes I feel it's like one of those things where it's like there's one last little bit of something that needs to be released from the past, and it's like once we release it, we become very successful. And I kind of get that feeling here where it's like those swords could be pain that is inside of you. I would say that the readings have been very internal, which is strange. I haven't had internal readings like this in a very long time, where I feel like the readings are more talking about just us on a very individual level, meaning you. It's like usually when I do a reading, like someone, external people will show up, in the situation, but they've been more about people kind of fixing their inner world, and by fixing your inner world, you do correct your outer world, but that's what this reading kind of looks like to me. You have the Six of Swords here. Six of Swords is moving on to calmer shores, definitely a card of improvements and success coming in for you here. And you have the Three of Swords, which I feel like is also, again, something that you are releasing or letting go of from the past. So again, don't be afraid to kind of like release something that could be holding you back from the past with that Three of Swords. I kind of like where this is going. First row, pretty simple. Again, Six of Swords is a major sacrifice because, what I will say is that this mother and her child, they are leaving everything behind them. They are letting go of everything that they have ever known so that they can move forward. Next, you have this Higher Power card. And I do feel like the universe is kind of like guiding you at this time if this wants to focus. Sorry, Aries, again, this is an experiment and the lighting isn't like amazing in here, but we're working with it, right? So you have this Higher Power card, and again, I feel like you are being guided at this time. You have the, well, I'll just say you have the Magician, the Nine of Cups, and the Three of Wands in this row. The Magician, if you can see here, he has one arm up towards the sky and the other one pointing to the ground. Literally represents taking something from your imagination and manifesting it on Earth. It could be through like traditional manifestation, like, we think of the law of attraction, but it could also be through action, or it can be through a change that you make, because he has this snake that is wrapped around his waist. The snake around his waist represents the Ouroboros. It represents the ability to reinvent yourself whenever you wish, to change, kind of not change who you are, but change your, inner voice or whatever you want to call it, or to, to totally reinvent yourself. By doing that, you can manifest things faster, or you can just create the life you desire. He is pointing down towards the Six of Cups over here. I'm not sure if you can see that on the camera, but he's pointing down towards the Six of Cups. And I do feel that the Six of Cups is going to be important here. What I will say is the Six of Cups can represent your inner child. It can represent the things that your inner child wants to do. It's like if you have always wanted to be something when you grow up and you are not that thing, the Six of Cups can say, well, maybe you should be, or maybe you should at least try it. It's kind of like a card of allowing your inner child out into the universe and making your kind of like inner voice more of a reality, or, you know, whatever you want to call it, like I said. The Nine of Cups is a card of wishes and wish fulfillment, but also a card of bathing in an energy. I really say with the Nine of Cups, we have to like soak it up. You know, if we want something, we have to be in the energy of something that we desire. It's like if we want love, we have to be in love. And that doesn't mean with a person necessarily, because again, it's like you can't put the cart before the horse, but you can love your dog. You can really kind of focus on loving nature, or whatever the case may be, loving your situation as it is, because your situation is perfect exactly the way it is, which is what I think some people need to realize, is that everything is kind of perfect just how it is. And this Nine of Cups just represents kind of like really feeling it and really trying to be present with the feelings of what you desire. It could be like abundance and really being grateful for just, you know, could be an abundance of anything, right? Next, you have the Three of Wands. There is some, I mean, every single reading I do for you. What do I say, Aries? I say you're going from like a tiny circle to a bigger circle. And that's the feeling I always get with the Three of Wands. So that's the type of expansion that I feel for you. How is this different? I think it's different than Three of Wands, what Three of Wands normally represents. Three of Wands is expansion, but it's normally like you're expanding out into the world. You're like going on a trip, an adventure. There are these boats in the water behind him, or in front of him, and he might want to go on an adventure. It kind of looks, I always say, it kind of looks like the desert as well. Even in some old tarot books, the kind of the water there, it looks golden. So it's like at first he might think he's looking at the desert, but then he's noticing the ships that exist. So it's kind of like he's noticing that there's actually opportunity in something he doesn't think there's opportunity in. It's pretty interesting that you have this Two of the Sea card. So I do feel like there's a lot of opportunity and success coming in for you with this Two of the Sea card. I feel like there's just, this could be like an adventure that you're going on. Some of you could be moving, but again, I think the adventure is you kind of opening yourself up to a larger audience, let's put it that way. So if you literally have an audience like on YouTube or something like that, it's like you're expanding the people that you are communicating with. You might have a career and you could be kind of leveling up, getting a new position. I'm seeing this more as like a level up, and I hope that makes sense. I'm pretty sure, like I said, every single reading I've done for you lately has been about that. You have the Queen of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the King of Pentacles here. I feel that you are more focused on the future. She's aiming towards the future here in this reading. She's going in the future direction. So I feel like you are very focused on the future, creating a bright future, creating more things that you desire to have in your life, and like all that other good stuff. So I feel there's a lot of success for you with this Queen of Swords, but it's like you're much more future focused, which, and again, that's not really what the Queen of Swords means, but intuitively, that's what I'm feeling there. Next, you have the Six of Cups. I love that it shows up in the same row here as the Six of Swords, mostly because the Six of Swords, two sixes to me, really says you're on the right path, you're going in the right direction. And the Six of Cups is like a turnaround. It's things more moving in, like, the direction of, or a direction that you will favor, basically. And that's kind of what I feel here. I still feel like things aren't necessarily perfect in your life, maybe, but I think things are moving forward. And finally here, you have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is a card of permanence. It's a card of kind of convention. Intuitively, I feel like that King of Pentacles is representing an opportunity that could be coming in for you. So let's see here, Aries, like where is this going? There's like some sort of opportunity that you should be taking advantage of. And let's see. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Hierophant. I do feel like you need to, like, you're not living in the past, but I do feel you need to trust history. Those are the words that are popping into my head with the Hierophant. Sometimes I think the Hierophant is one of those things where it's like, I touched a stove once and it was hot, and, after it was on, but let me touch it again, right? This says don't do that, Aries. Like, don't repeat a mistake. So I really feel this reading is encouraging you to move forward. I think it's kind of weird, the time that we're in, because I feel that for some of us, it's kind of like, you know, over here, pretend this hand is the past and this is the future. It's like wide open, right? I think a lot of us are holding on to very little, and we don't realize like how much is over here in the future that we have to gain. With the Six of Swords, you have the Ace of Wands. Definitely a brand new, spanking new beginning. I love the Ace of Wands. To me, the Ace of Wands is just like that spark of life, that spark that we need sometimes to feel motivated, to feel like we're moving in the right direction. The Ace of Wands is definitely a passionate new beginning. With the Three of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, here's the opportunity. There's definitely an opportunity that is coming in for you. It's something that you need to take care of, something that you need to nurture. The Ace of Pentacles is kind of like a card that represents like the garden. You know, it's a card of really taking care of something. With the Magician, you have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a card of your emotions, and you have it with the Magician. It's like one of the best ways to manifest things is to have strong feelings about it. So I feel the more stable your emotions, the more likely it's going to be that you're going to manifest something with that King of Cups. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Ten of Wands. I feel like there is a background burden. It's like a mosquito in your life. And so I feel that mosquito feeling for you here, Aries. It could be a person, it could be an opportunity, or it could be something that you're stuck in. And I really feel like this mosquito needs to be kind of removed from your life. Take it how it resonates. That's literally what's popping into my head. With the Three of Wands, you have the Four of Swords. I really feel a trip would be very healing for you at this time. Obviously, I'm traveling for like the next 2 months, but believe it or not, under Mercury retrograde. And it's like one of those things. I'm never afraid to travel during a retrograde. It's like stuff happens, but it's like, is it that big of a deal? No. I always find a way around it. It's like I expect delays, so it's like I just don't get all bent out of shape. But if you need to go on an adventure, travel, take some time for yourself, I would definitely do it with that Four of Swords. With the Queen of Swords, you have the Page of Wands here. Page of Wands, definitely a new opportunity and a new, exciting new adventure coming in for you. It's like, this is a limited time opportunity though. You know, I see this as a career for some of you or an opportunity. And it feels like a little bit of a squeeze to me. It's like, I'm trying to come up with a good example for you of what I'm feeling here, Aries. But it's like, imagine if you want to start a business and you need like a certain amount of money. I feel like you're being given the money, but it's kind of like a squeeze. It could also be love, but it's like maybe you're like, do I really want to allow someone into my space? It's like there's some, I don't really want to call it a sacrifice. It feels like a little bit more of a, you know, like a squeeze or something like that. And I feel like if you allow this into your life, or if you kind of go through it, again, what's over here, it's like I just feel like going like this, like I did earlier. It's like what you're holding on to is this much, and this is just wide open, the future. With the Six of Cups, you have the Eight of Wands. Quick success coming in for you, and definitely more abundance. So I just feel like there's just good stuff coming in there. And with the King of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Cups. And this is like wish fulfillment. Again, you have the Nine of Cups twice. Definitely some sort of wish coming in for you. Let's see. Like, what is this wish? Having the Nine of Cups twice is pretty good. Top row outcome, Five of Pentacles. I feel like you are wishing to come out of the cold. I feel like you are wishing to feel fulfilled. Nine of Cups is fulfillment. And with the Five of Pentacles, I would say that you're lacking fulfillment, or you're trying to find fulfillment. Yeah, you have the Nine of Cups again. Oh, wait, that's not the Nine of Cups. That's the Ten of Cups, sorry. Ten of Cups is happily ever after, fortune after difficulty, good things happening to you after a difficult period of time. Love it. And bottom row, Knight of Cups. So I do feel there could be like a knight in shining armor coming in for you. Could be love. Knight of Cups is also your dreams. He's normally looking into that cup and he's dreaming or imagining something that he desires to have in his life. And so he's like putting the work in to make it happen. This right here, you're not going to be able to see it, unfortunately, but this diagonal right here, you have the Magician, you have the Six of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. Really, really good. This is like you manifesting a dream, or it could be love that is coming into your life here, and it could be something very significant. So I love this. This is nice. So thank you for being here, Aries. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.